Now, Deputy Sean Kenny, the Deputy, has 2 minutes.
Thank you, Coolock. Early last month, it was announced by the multinational group Mondelez that there will be 63 jobs lost at the Cadbury plant in Coolock as a consequence of the transfer of the production of their timeout bar to Poland. Myself and other North Dublin deputies obtained a topical issue debate at that time to try and identify how these jobs could be saved or how other job opportunities could be found for the workers affected, all of whom live in North Dublin, and how the impact of this on the local economy could be mitigated. Cadbury's has been an iconic brand in supporting quality Irish jobs, and the impact of the job losses would badly affect local communities. At a meeting of the trade unions representing Cadbury's workers on Friday last, to which public representatives were invited, I was disappointed to be told that nothing really has happened in the meantime to try and address the situation. Last month, North Dublin TDs were informed that the interagency group, including Enterprise Ireland, IDA, Department of Social Protection, partnership agencies, local enterprise offices, will be set up as a matter of urgency to deal with the 63 job losses. We were informed on Friday at the meeting with the unions that the employee representatives were not aware of such a body, and up to last Friday they had not been contacted by anybody in this regard. At this meeting, the Cadbury's workers appealed to their TDs to ensure that everything possible could be done to avert the job losses. The loss of tonnes of production at the Coolock plant is damaging their competitive position compared to other Mondelez sites outside of Ireland, and this, they believe, further threatens the viability of the manufacturing unit in Coolock. In 2010, they lost 90 jobs in a restructuring programme. In 2012, they lost 24 jobs when the bean processing plant closed, and as recently as last September, they lost a further 35 jobs from their site in Coolock. We have been told that there is a lack of information being made available to the employees in relation to the viability of the Mondelez operation at Cadbury's in Coolock. The employees need this information so that they can develop a counter-proposal to try and save the jobs.
Thank you, Deputy.
In conclusion, Minister, I'd be grateful if you could tell me, what can be done by your department to try and minimise the redundancies, and can you outline what retraining and reskilling options will be made available to the redundant workers, and can you assure me that they will receive assistance in accessing similar employment with the skills they have acquired?
Thank you, Deputy. Thank you. Minister has 4 minutes.
I'd like to thank the deputies for raising this matter. Firstly, Minister Bruton sends his apologies that he is unavailable to attend this topical issue. He is currently leading a trade mission in the Gulf and India to grow the export market of Irish companies and ultimately create jobs in Ireland. So it wasn't possible to be here at the notice given for this debate today. I'm very conscious of the anxiety that the announcement of job loss by the company concerned and its operations at Coolock creates for the workers there. Minister Bruton has been engaging with the senior management of the company and has urged them to reconsider this decision. It's not a case of taking it for granted. He is urging them to try to reconsider the decision. He has also asked them, and very clearly with them, if it's out in the state or as agencies can do to mitigate the effects. The company has pledged to support departing workers with replacement services. The company has indicated that it will also work closely with workers in an effort to ensure that the impact of this decision is minimised to the greatest extent possible, and to discuss investment it will be making in Ireland in order to build a stronger business here for the long term. As the deputies will be aware from their meeting with Minister Bruton and his department, which he organised, he has established an interagency group on the 3rd of March to coordinate the government's response to the job losses at the company. The group is chaired by Enterprise Ireland, and membership includes the local enterprise offices, IDA Ireland and the Education and Training Boards, and the Department of Social Protection and Citizens Information Bureau. I know that you also requested another meeting to the Minister. I'm sure that invitation is on his desk as well at the moment. The group is seeking to secure alternative employment for the areas affected, and to ensure that departing workers have access to supports that they need from state agencies for retraining, access to social welfare supports, access to advice on employment rights, and access to advice and support for those workers who might intend to start their own business. The first meeting of the group was held on the 18th of March. The interagency group is open to meeting with the company's representatives and staff, and has made an invitation to meet these parties through the company's management. In this regard, last week, the local management team met with employee representatives from the Coolock site in an effort to facilitate a meeting between staff reps and the interagency group. I understand that the management has requested a meeting between the interagency group and the staff representatives. The interagency group has suggested either the 5th or 6th of May for a meeting with staff reps in Coolock, and I understand that they are awaiting a response from the staff representative regarding the suitability of these dates. You have expressed a view here today that that date is too soon, so I'll certainly make sure that Richard Bruton is aware of that as well. Enterprise Ireland has made meetings with the company's management on a weekly basis since the news of job losses has broke. The agency has also visited the sites at Talla and Rathmore and Kerry to examine the potential for business opportunities there. I should also point out to deputies that Ireland has a robust suite of employment rights legislation which offers extensive protections to employees. The National Employment Rights Authority, NERA, is mandated to secure compliance with employment rights legislation. NERA information personnel are available to meet staff of the affected companies, either individually or collectively, to discuss their employment rights, including matters related to redundancy. The Workplace Relations Customer Service section can be contacted at low call 8090 80 80 90 or via its website at workplacerelations.ie, which provides extensive information on employment rights. I think it would be important that people are always informed of their own rights as well. I would like to also inform the deputies that, if required, the State's industrial relations machinery is also available to assist the parties concerned in any way possible. Employment growth continues to be the primary objective of the Government, and we have been working hard to create the economic conditions which will support existing jobs as well as the creation of additional new jobs. Through the series of Action Plan for Jobs, the Government has focused on creating a supportive environment for businesses operating in Ireland. As you know, our target was to create over 100,000 jobs in the private sector by 2016, and we're well on track to achieve that, with over 90,000 jobs already created, which are new additional jobs. More than 35,000 extra people are at work today in Dublin compared to 3 years ago. Almost half of these extra jobs are supported by the Department of Jobs through Enterprise Ireland and through the IDA Ireland. A range of manufacturing companies supported by the Department through its enterprise development agencies are currently hiring in the area. In terms of new initiatives for job creation, Enterprise Ireland activity is focused on the creation of new jobs through continuing to work with established companies in its portfolio, including, of course, the company in question. The agency is also supporting entrepreneurs in manufacturing and internationally traded services companies who are setting up high-potential start-up companies in the area. The LEOs are the first-stop shop for support to anyone wishing to start or expand a business, focusing on the micro-enterprise sector, 10 employees or less. They pull together all the players, including all the government agencies, and to support everyone with a good business idea and to strengthen the enterprise sector in the local area. The LEOs can provide information, advice and guidance on the range of state supports to enterprise and to signpost customers to the appropriate contacts across the various agencies that provide them. For businesses in the manufacturing or internationally traded services sector, the LEOs can provide direct financial support to develop or implement a business idea. For other sectors, the LEO may be able to provide non-financial supports such as specific and tailored business training or mentoring to help a business to develop. Each LEO is also active in developing local networks and other activities and events that bring business people and entrepreneurs together as a means of supporting each other. So the 4 local LEOs in Dublin are available to support anyone with a business idea who wants to consider entrepreneurship as a career option. I would urge anyone who was made redundant or is in the danger of losing their job to make contact with the LEO to explore available opportunities, and they know the details how to do that as well. Okay, the rest of the debate you have on your record, Niamh.
Deputy Kenny, 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Coolock. I want to thank Minister English for coming in and for his response, and I accept that Minister Bruton is on a trade mission to India, and I'd like to wish him every success, and hopefully he can bring back more jobs than that have been lost in Coolock. But in relation to I've been in touch with his office by email and by phone since last Friday, and I wasn't able to get that information, unfortunately. But I look forward to the fact that these interagency group meetings are going to start on the 5th or 6th of May. That's, it has taken a long time to get to that stage, and I think that's unfortunate. But what I would like to ask Minister English, if he could arrange that Minister Bruton would meet the deputies from Dublin North East and Dublin North Central when he comes back, just to brief us on what the situation is, because there seems to be a communication problem between ourselves and the Minister.
Thank you. Minister has 2 minutes.
Yeah, just a couple of points to answer back there. I mean, Minister Bruton had previously arranged a meeting for everyone to be there as well, so I'm sure there's no problem organising that again. I understand the invitation has gone to him for that to happen, but I'm sure there's no problem responding to that. I'm sure he'll do that because he's done it before, and he's a track record in doing that. He doesn't, he's willing to have a constructive debate, not a bit of showmanship, which is what's going on here today. But that's grand. That's what you want to do. Deputy, when in answer to your own, you're asking me, is the Minister aware of all the issues? Of course, he's well aware of all the issues for 2 reasons. Both, he's the National Minister for Jobs, but also he's very interested local TD as well. And he's met the management of the company, has all the agencies involved in this, so there's absolutely no doubt he's aware of all the issues. You're saying about meeting the workers. The invitation is there to meet with the workers. There seems to be some issue with the timing of this and get this organised, but I'm not sure where the delay is on that, but there has not been a response back from the workers. So the invitation is there. It's clear with that now. So just, you know, and I think then that might give us a chance to help work. I think Deputy Murphy said about getting information that we can extract. Yes, I think if the agencies get to meet with the workers, maybe we can put a list together of what's needed and try to get that information for them. But of course, all efforts will be made to make sure they're given what they need to try to be able to make their counter-argument. But the Minister doesn't accept the jobs are gone. But he hasn't got a magic wand either. He's out there like everybody else trying to negotiate and work with companies. That's what he's doing. The issue of being successful, I think in fairness, when it comes to job creation, he's been very, very successful. Naturally, all of us at TDs want them in our own back door. That's just not always possible. But he's doing a damn good job of creating and turning his country around when it comes to sustainable jobs. I think anyone knows that. And if you want to use debates in a sad way to go about it, that's your choice. But I think most people here today will approach this constructively. How do we get solutions here? How do we work on this? And the Minister has set up the agencies, and they're all there. And Enterprise Ireland has met the company on a weekly basis trying to solve this out and work this out. So it's not a case of accepting they're defeated. They're not. They're in there with them and trying to see if there can be increased jobs at other sites as well to make up for it as well. So it's an ongoing process, and everyone's doing their best, and hopefully we'll get some good news out of it as well.